Happy Tuesday, guys. Welcome to Polyplot Petal On. My name is Claire, and today I've got a few bits from, when I say a few bits, it is only a few bits from B&Ms. I've got some bits from Poundland, and I've been charity shop shopping over a period of shops and time. Just a few bits, but it all amounts to a nice little haul. And I wanted to show you two items. One's a project that I've been talking to you about, and now I've got the perfect solution. And another one is something that one of my lovely friends of years made me, and it's absolutely stunning. And I wanted to show it you. I did say that I would, so I'm going to. Right, so I'm going to start with Poundland, if that's okay with you. Are you all right, guys? Have you had a good weekend and stuff? Yeah, I didn't do much, so I've not been to any shops this weekend. These things I've had for a short period of time. Yeah, I stayed in at the weekend. So anyway, let's get on with this. Some Coley Go noodles. Now these were £1 for 3. One's been snaffled because I've had them that long. Curry flavour, £1. Not a lot I can say about those because I don't eat them, as you know. I say it every time, don't I? I picked up some mailing bags, guys, for my eBay. I told you I started doing a little bit of eBay, selling bits and pieces. And I was after some mailing bags. Now, when I went into Home Bargains on my last haul, I thought we're bound to find some in there. But in actual fact, there wasn't any. However, I found these in, I'm going to show you I found these, is that the right way around? Yeah. I found these in Poundland, and in a pack you get 8. They're quite good size. I've posted some things off in these this week. Quite good size. You know, they self-seal. And you can either write, I did both, to be honest. I wrote my postcode down here, and I wrote a normal label and put that on there, because just in case it didn't, you know, get to its destination. But yeah, you get 8 in a pack for £1, and I thought, well, you can't go wrong with that, can you? So I picked up 2 packs. I think they're pretty good, I'll be honest, because I'm not sure how the I've not looked, you see, you know, for mailing bags anywhere else. I just thought they were great. 8 for £1. I picked up some of this auto spray paint. That was before, or maybe after, or even before I realised that my partner had picked up those larger canisters from Home Bargains, because we went to Home Bargains, you've seen that haul, and then we went to Poundland, and I picked up these. Now, these weren't exactly what I want. I want to spray those alliums. Do you remember those allium flowers that were down in my petal shed? And now they're at they're near the bay window now. They were here for a while. Well, they've faded, and they need a little bit of a... So I was thinking to myself, yeah, I'll spray them. Now, they will look nice white, but I'm going to give them a bit of a mix-up. So I picked up this paint. Well, it's gloss, so flowers are, you know, alliums aren't glossy. Some flowers are glossy, but alliums aren't. So, you know, if I want to keep it looking authentic, you know, it might look terrible if I spray with the gloss. I picked up some tea towels, and if you remember, these were £2 for a 4-pack of tea towels. And if you remember, I picked my mum some up from Home Bargains. They were £3.99 for a bale of 5. This is a bale of 4, and these were £2. And I think these are all right, you know. So I'm going to give mum the choice if she wants those. They were mustard and white, or she can choose these if she wants to. It's up to mum. She might go for the cheaper option, regardless of the colour. Mum also wanted some freezer bags, and so did I. So mum wanted medium, so I picked her up. So there's 120 in there, £1. It's Poundland. And I picked myself up these press and seal food freezer bags, 30 in there, and I've used these before and I think they're really all right. They're a bit like Ziplocs, I think, or that's, yeah, they're like Ziplocs, but of course Poundland's version. Oh, I picked up I forgot I had this. I picked up a nice red polish. Now I like their polish. They don't last very well, guys, but the brush for application is fantastic. It's not a round one, it's flat. Let me show you. And I find, you know, 3 strokes, you've got it covered. So I really like. Can you see? I don't want that dripping on me, hang on. It's flat as opposed to round, and you get really nice coverage. It doesn't last very long, but I suppose you could go over it with a top coat. I don't go in for all that. You could go over it with a top coat, or what is the thing called? It's right on the tip of my tongue as well. Gloss. It's not gloss. It's not shellac. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I've got lemon water, but the thing is I like to get the lemon in there as well, you know, the actual lemon. So excuse that, I really am sorry. I've got no manners, sorry about that. I have, that was an accident. Anyway, so I picked up that lovely red polish. Quite a nice colour. I generally only do my toes because I find that, you know, I have it on my fingers and then I end up peeling it off. Or it peels off. Now I picked up these, 4 of these, £1 each. They're swanky dining stuff, wooden serving board. Well, I'm not going to use them as that. This is for a project. A couple of projects. And my partner's going to help me do those. I'm really looking forward to seeing those. But I'll show you those. I'll do those on camera. And and apparently I've picked up another nail polish as well. Maybe I've picked this for my fingernails. Having said that, because I have short nails, I do like to have dark on, because I think dark polish on short nails looks really nice, don't you? Really pretty. But anyway, I've picked up this one, so that's exactly the same make, so it's exactly the same brush and application. And I've just picked up a couple of foil trays. I'm at the end of my tether with my what I do my roasters in. It's very heavy, it's very wide. I'm having to fight and I just haven't got it in me. So I thought to myself, well, get a couple of these and you'll be able to, because they're so light, aren't they? You'll be able to toss your roasters around in that, no problem. You know, for, like I said to you in my last video, I'm all for making my life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to put these things back. And then we'll move on to B&Ms. I'm actually excited about that red polish now. I'm going to have to get some on. Right, I'll leave those there. So yeah, so the next thing, we went to B&Ms. This was a totally different day. I haven't got the energy to shop all day. We went to B&Ms and I didn't need, you know, I was looking at stuff and I thought, what's the point? You're only buying stuff for the sake of it. And I'm not one for keeping up with the Joneses, you know, because at the end of the day, the Joneses don't sit in my house with me at night time. You know, so I've said it before, I like what I like and I just pick up what I need. There's no point blowing money on surplus stuff. So these things I really did want. So garden jute, massive roll, guys, £3, and I thought that's fabulous. Now I've got garden jute down there from Poundland, you know, there's the small They're small, they're about that. This is 315 meters. And this is going to come in handy for a lot of stuff, a lot of DIY stuff with me. So I thought that was fabulous. I picked up some tanning lotion, guys. As you know, when I did my try-on haul, I was telling you about the Sally Hansen that I use on my legs, the leg makeup. Well, this is moisturiser, and it tans your skin, you know, gives you a glow. And I thought, well, you know, we're not getting much sunshine at the moment. Well, we are, we're getting a bit of sunshine, and then the rain comes in, doesn't it? So, and I thought to myself, well, I'm just going to go for this. Now, I couldn't make my mind up which one to get, so I picked these two. So I picked up Dove, and I've got that in a medium to dark skin. Now, I have tried this on my arms and the backs of my hands, because, you know, there's nothing worse than having those orange hands, is there? Well, this is really quite nice, and it is like a natural, I mean, I've had a shower, so but the good thing about it is you put this on, whereas the Sally Hansen is leg makeup and it washes off. You put this on and it builds up a great tan, you know, until we can get our own tans. And so, yeah, so this is great. Plus it moisturises your skin. So I picked it up in medium to dark, and it really is a nice glow on that. And like I say, you're not getting the, you know, because you have to exfoliate your hands so that you don't get the orange knuckles and the you know, and so that's great. So, and then I picked up this Garnier body. Now that was, I think that was $2.49 from memory. I haven't got my receipt, I'm really sorry. And then I picked up the Garnier Body Summer Body Moisturising Sun-Kissed Glow, and I picked this in Deep Sun-Kissed Glow, and that was £4, might have been $4.49, but a big bottle compared to this one. This one is 400 mils and this is 200, so you got 150, and I've not even, and that smells absolutely beautiful, you know, proper summery. So yeah, oh, and you can use this on your face as well. I don't know if you can use this on your face. Where's my glasses? Oh, here we go. Right back. And I'm back, guys. And yeah, I think they're both, you can put both on your face, but not to get in your eye, of course. And it does say it will stain your clothes if you know, you need to let it soak in before you put your clothes on. But I can vouch for that. I think that's absolutely lovely stuff. And I'm going to give this one a whirl as well, and I'll let you know. Yeah. So one was $2.49 and I think the other one was $4.49. And then the next thing and the last thing from B&Ms that I picked up was this large insect hotel. I wouldn't say that's large, but it's an insect hotel that I've got for my garden. I like to attract the birds and nature, and I've got something else coming as well for the bees. Well, this is for the bees too. This is for ideal for pollinating bees, ladybirds and lacewings, and it was £5. I'm not too keen on the pink, but it doesn't matter. Giving insects a home can help your garden thrive and help conservation of vital wildlife. Insect hotels help to attract pollinating bees, ladybirds and lacewings, which are natural at helping get rid of garden pests such as aphids and greenflies. Now, I've got roses in my garden, and yeah, last year I was literally having to wipe them off. Nothing was working on my roses, and so hopefully this will help. Place your insect hotels on a south-facing wall. I already googled that this morning. In sunlight or light shade about 1.5 meters off the ground, and make sure there's no vegetation blocking the entrances to the tunnels. And also not too near the birds. Now, I attract the birds, as you know, because I feed them every day, twice a day. And so I may have to put it, you know, just slightly away, but I've got an ideal spot for it. And I think that's lovely. And £5, you know, you've got your pine cones in there. What's on this? Let's take this off. I don't know what this little thing's about. But then they're banned, but you could make one of these yourself. In fact, I've seen another lady on her channel, she's made one. In fact, hers is quite a big one, I think. She's very clever. So yeah, that's what I got, £5, and I think it's lovely for the creepy crawlies. So that was that, and now we're going to move on to the charity shop. Now I'm doing a bit of editing here, guys. I've already filmed myself over there trying on this jacket. I picked up this wonderful, lovely jacket in oatmeal, 100% linen, and it's Peruna by Marks and Spencer's. I'll show you. Peruna, Marks and Spencer's. It cost me £5, this did, and I washed it last night. It smells lovely. And it is lovely. Oatmeal jacket. I hope you can see now, because I'm hoping that I'm putting it in. Your boobies don't go in. It's a size 14. But as you know, I'm quite big up the top. Not just here, but you know, on my shoulders and stuff. But I love it. I love the way it looks. I'm going to team this with just some simple jeans, and I've got my Kate Spade. I've not shown you those because I haven't got them here at this house. My niece-in-law's got them, and she's going to hopefully get them to me somehow. My Kate Spade leather espadrille sliders, I love them. So that's what I'm going to team this with, you know, on a cool summer's evening, if we ever get there. I know it's not even a summer month, so I'm going to stop being impatient, guys. So it's absolutely lovely, that lovely jacket, and like I say, it's 100% linen, and it's got a nice lining in it too. It's got lines, it's lined in the arms, it's lined here, 100% linen, and just £5. And I thought that's definitely a bit of me. And not only that, guys, I like that oatmeal colour with a nice pale blue, you know, like a pale denim blue. I love it. And I have got a denim blue blouse, denim blue in colour, not denim, that I got from TK Maxx a few years ago. And I, you know, in fact a lot of years ago, but I think, you know, well, it doesn't matter to me. If I like it and I don't wear it all the time, then I pull it out from time to time and wear it again. Now, I picked this thing up quite some time ago. This was in my petal shed. But I went onto the White Company. I don't know why, because I won't buy anything off there, if I'm honest. But I went onto the White Company and they had a little bread basket. And I thought, I'm sure I've got some, and it was £24.99, and I thought, I'm sure I've got something similar to that I got from the charity shop for 50p. And it's here. Now, this needs, granted, it needs, well, it's been down the petal shed for a start, it needs a good clean. Plus it come from a charity shop. I think what I did initially was put 3 little plants in it. But you know, the White Company, it's a bread basket. You know, you put your crusty bread in there. Now somebody's been using this, I think, for floristry, because there's floristry wire on there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, great little basket. Absolutely love it. Like I say, I picked up, this was way before we got locked down, even the first lockdown, because like I say, me and my partner, we love a charity shop. And that was our hobby, if you like. And I'm always looking for baskets and things, because I just love, that is, my first home was full of wicker, and my first flat, you know, I had a wicker arch that I used to put my crystals and things on. I had a wicker chair. It was that type of wicker, bamboo, you know, seagrass, all that sort of stuff. And so, you know, and even though it's not been in fashion, but it's coming right back round now, I've always loved it. You know, like I say, I like what I like, and there we go. So this basket, so I think I'm going to give it a good little scrub and see what I'm going to do with it. But I like it. In fact, I love it. So that was, I think that was 50p from a charity shop before COVID. Right, now, so I'm just going to go with this boring thing. My partner picked up this backpack cooler bag, 17 litre capacity, £3.99, reduced from £6.99, brand new. So my partner picked up that. I don't know whether he's taking that for work or whether he's thinking of when we go on our picnics to the beach. We love a picnic at the beach. And then before we come home, we have fish and chips. Or sometimes we take the picnic and we leave it in the bag all day, the cooling bag all day, because we can't wait to have the fish and chips, and we get that first. Because that's just depends on how we're feeling. Right. Now I'll go with these. That they were Sue Ryder, and these are Sue Ryder. You know that I'm doing my living room out. We got these on the way back from Home Bargains. I've told you about this charity shop before. The car park's very small, and so is the actual charity shop. They've got a bigger one across the way that sells all the clothes and stuff, but for the bric-a-brac, it's very small. You step out the car, you're in the shop. I definitely have told you about this shop before. So we got these on the way back from Home Bargains the other week. These are IKEA candle holders. You know, when I do my living room up, I'm changing it out completely, and I'm going gold. I'm going warm, cool, fresh. So I'm going gold, and I'm going creams and things like that. Natural. Love anything natural. Right, so these IKEA they are. I'm going to put my glasses on. IKEA, nice soft base. They need a bit of a wash because that's marked there, but it doesn't matter to me. And these were £2.50 for the two. They're really quite heavy as well. So I picked up those, and I really like those from the same shop. When I went to Home Bargains, I was looking for seagrass placemats, and I walked into that, but there wasn't any there. And when I walked into the Sue Ryder shop, there was these. They're not the shape that I want, guys, but for now they'll do. You know, these can be put me buys for just now. Got 4 of those, £2, and there's not a mark on them, guys. Not a mark on them. There was another 2, but there was only 2, so I left those there. But £2, perfect for what I want them for. Now that was Sue Ryder, and this is now Barnardos. And the jacket was Barnardos as well. I mean, it doesn't matter because they're one-offs, aren't they? But so I picked up all of these, really nice. Now these I know have come from the range, and they're £6.99 a bunch, and I know that because I bought them myself. Beautiful, like a velvet look. Red rose, you've got rosebuds in there, rosebuds and the bloom, and along with that I got 2 of these, 2 of this lovely foliage. Looks like coleus, I'm not sure. Lovely foliage, and then a random rose. This, believe it or not, this had a white feather on it, and I used these roses in one of my sister's tributes, and I thought, oh my gosh, is that a little sign? So yeah, this random rose, and then these two, and I love those. They're like a chrysanthemum, like a small bloom. So I picked those up, all of those for £2. I think we're coming on to a different shop. A different shop now. Oh yeah, this is Barnardos as well. Sorry guys, and it's just you know, I'll pick anything up me that's floristry inspired. So it's just a piece of oasis in a oasis dish, and that was 50p. And then I picked up this. Now I've been after one of these for a while. It's black. I won't be using it as black. I'm either going to chalk paint this. It's very dirty. I'm either going to chalk paint this and distress it, or I am going to spray it, because I don't know which colour I want it to be. It's either going to go cream, distressed cream, or it's going to be gold. And this is a mantle vase, and I've been after a mantle vase for quite some time. And I'm going to do a nice floral arrangement in there, and that will be going on my mantle, of course. But I picked up these guys, pears. Really quite good quality. These though came from, I think this was Age UK. Just picked up these pears, not for a fruit bowl, but for possibly a wreath. And they were £2.50 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is, you know, the real size. So that to me is a bargain. I'm going to put those back. And these just the last few bits now, guys, from, I'm just looking at the time. The last few bits. I picked up this bowl. Beautiful. I mean, it's a little bit worn inside, but that doesn't matter. It's not on the outside. So a nice gold bowl. That was £1. I picked up this basket. I'm going to take the lining out and I am going to wash it. Just a little square basket, which will come in handy for what I want it for. Like I say, I need to wash the lining. I did pick up some hair tools. Now I'm just going to show you those very quickly. And you might think, oh, but actually it's almost brand new. But box is squashed and I picked it up for £4. All those tools there, can't use it. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I have tried it on my friend's hair, my best friend, because that's who I went and did these few bits with, to the charity shop. And she had some lovely curls after I'd done it, you know. We were sat here practicing stuff. So yeah, so got one of those, £4, Babyliss, heats quite well. It's got your crimper in it, it's got all sorts in it, curlers, spiralisers, you got all sorts. Not spiraliser, that's for food, isn't it? So yeah, I picked that up, £4. There's no hairs on it, there's no nits in it, you know, you don't have to cringe. I don't care. I'm not proud. I am proud, but I'm not, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what I'm saying, guys. And so I'll put those back there. And then I picked up these and I absolutely love them, guys. Now these have been hand carved, and I know they have, because on the back, that's how you hang them. So you got your little, that is, you know, it's been carved out. I love them. Now I love, again, anything like this, I absolutely love. And these come from Barnardos, and they were £4 for the set, and I thought they were worth it. I really do. I think they're brilliant. Little, they're like tribal masks. And these are right up my alley. And I absolutely love them. So it's a pack of 3. The only thing was, I thought to myself, oh yeah, you know, because I have, I don't know whether you've noticed before, but I have little hearts. I always put hearts, you know, I've had red ones, I've had pink ones, now I've got grey ones down this centre thingy, you know, that used to separate the 2 rooms. And I thought, oh, I could put them there. But I'm hoping and praying that they're going to build a stud wall there. So I won't have that. However, I will fit these and incorporate these into my decor because I absolutely love them. Such a nice find. For me anyway, you know, for my style and stuff. Right, so I'll just put some of those away in there, and then I'm going to show you. I'm not sure how we are for time, guys, because I popped off and then I came back, and I wasn't sure how long that other one was for. I can empty these bags now, which is fabulous. I need to wipe my hands, I feel. Untake. I'm back, guys. Wash my hands. So I was telling you about this. It's an ongoing saga, isn't it? About this vase that I broke the stem off. And I asked some of my lovely subscribers, you know, what would you do to fill that gap? Because there's a gap, guys, isn't there? Incidentally, I've sprayed the stem gold, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And I said, what could we do to fill that gap? You see the gap? And I had so many brilliant suggestions, but I think the one I'm going to go with is Irene's suggestion, who suggested that I use some of this that I used for the bee skep that I did a couple of videos ago. Use some of this jute, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll have a look at that and see, and see how it looks. And I think you're going to agree, guys, it's a great idea. Can you see? It's absolutely perfect, isn't it? It fills that gap. So I'm glad I had some of that left. So thanks, Irene. That's really done me a massive favour. So I've just run out of glue for it. So you know, I'm waiting for some super glue to arrive. And like I say, I sprayed that, and I absolutely love it, guys. You know, I've come to the conclusion, because I use this spray, Florist Deco spray, and I've come to the conclusion that when I sprayed this, you know, this moon vase, that I was using Poundland, and to me it was very runny. Well, this was perfect, you know, because I'm no good at spraying, but apparently I am now. I like it. So yeah, I love it in gold. And that was with the florist spray. So that's what's going to happen with that. I'll show you that when I've finished it. And what I'm going to do is, I have got candles down the petal shed, and I'm going to get this garden twine, and I am going to go a third of the way up the candle with the garden twine, and decorate it, you know, and then put that in that vase, and I think it's going to look absolutely lovely. I'm really, really pleased with that. Thanks so much, Irene. That's done me a massive favour. The last thing I want to show you guys is this beautiful salad bowl, hand carved. Now, give me a tick because there's something. This is oak, and it's from a fallen tree. No trees were harmed in the making of this salad bowl or these salad spoons. This was hand carved by my friend, my great friend Si, who I've just got one of those scam texts there from Royal Mail. Pay for this immediately, as if. He lives in Czech Republic now. He used to live in Scotland. He used to live in the next village to me. We've been great friends for a great many years, you know, years and years. Well over 20, and he lives in the Czech Republic now. But he has a business called Hedge Dog Crafts, and that's on Facebook. And he's absolutely wonderful at carving. He doesn't just carve bowls and spoons and things. He carves chairs. He carves everything. He's fantastic. But he is an eco. He lives off the land. He's gone off the grid, and he lives off the land, and he has done for years. And he, his place in Scotland was absolutely magical, guys. You just wouldn't have believed the buildings. I'm going to try and find those photographs so I can show you. He had about 8 buildings on his land that he built himself in the trees. Wooden buildings, dance hall. He had a dance hall. It was such a magical place. He had a dance hall, I mean, I'd class it as a dance hall. He did his capoeira in it, Brazilian. It's some kind of Brazilian art. I'm not sure. I don't want to tell fibs. He's an absolutely wonderful, magical person. He really is, and he does a lot of these carvings. So I asked him. I said, "Si, would you make me a salad bowl, please?" Because his mum's Mrs. Colley. I used to call her Mrs. Colley. She was a wonderful lady. She passed away now. God bless her. She taught me a lot. She did. They had a natural seagrass. They're my kind of people. They had a natural seagrass flooring, in their house. Mrs. Colley did, and I used to clean for her. Anyway, but she had all these carved things from Si, and I thought to myself, am I going to be cheeky and ask him? Anyway, I did. I asked him, and I said, Si, will you carve me a salad bowl? And he said, of course I will. I said, and will you do me some salad spoons? So he said, yeah. So this is cherry wood. Really lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. There's no varnish or anything. He just oils them. He told me how to look after them. And this is I'm sure he told me that this was oak that had come down. He really doesn't damage the natural habitat at all. But beautiful. And I've just got to treat it with oil, not to wash it. Just treat it with oil, and keep it clean that way. And that's my salad bowl. I absolutely love it, guys. But do you know what I love most of all? The carving that is put on the bottom for me, because I loved him. I probably was actually in love with him at one point. I just loved everything about him. He was just amazing. And he still is. But we went off and had our different lives, and stuff. But we still are in touch. So he's carved a message for me on the bottom of the, and that's how he writes, So it says, your sun gold laughter rings forever in the hearts of your friends. And I just love it. I just absolutely love it. And so he's a wonderful, wonderful hand carver. Hedge Dog, as in hedgehog, but it's Hedge Dog Crafts on Facebook. He's amazing. Yeah, his place in Scotland was one of the most magical places. His toilet was like it was a small like hut, if you like, on stilts above a little stream. And what you did was you went to the toilet. It didn't have a flush, obviously, we were in the woods, halfway up a mountain. You went to the toilet and, you know, you just got shavings and sprinkled them down the toilet after you'd done your business. It really was, I think, the magical place that I've ever visited. His buildings were incredible. He used, you know, he would he had windows, but they were reclaimed windows, you know, from old houses that, you know, he'd acquired them from there, and then he put his windows in and stuff. Just amazing. And like I say, one of them, and he also had a gypsy. In fact, it's all still there. He's just moved to Czech Republic, and he has his friends looking. Now, when we went to his place in Scotland, we went for a party, and it was one of the most, it was just amazing, guys. We were halfway up a mountain, maybe not halfway up a mountain, but you know, we were some way up this hill, shall we say, with these wonderful handmade buildings in trees, upturned bath, cast iron bath, and he'd literally cut out a hatch like that so that you could put wood in it, and then he put a chimney on it, so that was one of the fires that was in the dance hall. But he had this party because they'd been living there for 10 years, and we got there, and there must have been about 100 people there, about 100 people, you know, all milling from building to building, stopping and chatting, and they're all these like-minded people, you know, these new age people, and you know, everywhere you went there was music, because Si's a great musician too. He's an amazing guitarist. He's a fantastic artist. Not only does he do his carvings, you should see his drawings and his paintings. And everywhere you went, guys, there was music everywhere. There was cellos, there was violins, there was bagpipes, there was flutes, there was everything, guitars, there was everything you can imagine. There really, really was. And everywhere and everyone was just so mellow. Just one, that has to be one of the greatest highlights of my life, I'll be honest. So yeah, so I love that guy, and I love this bowl. So, you know, it's just such a treasure to have. I mean, he is going to do me a sign. I need to get back in touch with him. He is going to do me a sign for my petal shed. He's going to carve a sign out, you know, the petal shed. He's going to carve it for me. So he is going to do that too. But he's just amazing. And that message there for me it's just so lovely. I think I've kept you long enough now, guys. And thanks for listening to that story, because it really was as magical as that. And I can't think which area it was in Scotland. Whether it was the borders. It definitely wasn't the Highlands. And I think it was quite some drive, I'll tell you that. But it was absolutely magical, guys. And I am going to dig those photographs out, and because I know where they are. They're on an old laptop, and I'm going to get my son to help me put them on, and I'll show you, because it was just incredible. And I'll show you a photograph of Si. You know, he's got a great big ginger beard and long dreadlocks. He's just amazing. He really, really is. And with all that said, and my heart full of love, you know, I'm going to go. And the next time I come back on, I'm going to be talking about the giveaway, because tomorrow's my anniversary. 12th of May is my anniversary for being on YouTube. And I wouldn't still be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much. And thanks for listening today. And, you know, thanks for just being you, and so wonderful. You really are all wonderful. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.